He's back.
I don't really care about your past. I'm from the ghetto. Okay, how many baby daddies?
2.
When it comes to a man of top tier, that disqualifies yourself.
He seems volatile, dangerous.
The feeling is definitely mutual.
Nothing that you done in your past doesn't matter to me because that was before me. How many baby daddies?
2.
Your first one is given. Your second one, the mistake is on you.
Are you guys providers? Do you guys like to provide?
I just want a man with a higher vocabulary, which you don't have.
You did me a favor.
Are you entertained yet?
I'm sure everybody has come across one version or another of that pop the balloon or find love.
Not. You have 5 or 6 of them to choose from.
But are these people really looking for love or are they looking for clout?
With all the dating apps and the Instagram and Facebook, y'all resorting to pop the balloon? These women are looking to get paid, and the guys are looking to get laid. That's it.
Or at the very least, we understand why these people are still single.
Damn right. Like this first one. A little shortstop. Sorry, but the way she came at that dude.
You talk like my little brother. Yeah, you're very gorgeous though, but I don't like that you put the fake flower in your vest trying to make it look better than what it was.
Yeah.
I don't like that you brought a fake briefcase. There's probably nothing in there, and it's also halfway open. You should probably close it. It's just weird talking to my little brother.
You can't say little. We the same age, darling. Let's be respectful.
You sound like him though. I just want a man with a higher vocabulary, which you don't have.
To be honest with you, he did sound very immature.
I'm not gonna lie, he didn't have the best vocabulary. He couldn't articulate his words that well. But that man from your hometown, why tear a person down, like literally top to bottom, and then turn around and try to link? A lesser of a man would have flamed your ass right there. This lady doing this shit the whole fucking time like her clothes don't fit.
Men adjust themselves all the time. She was just trying to push that bra back up into place.
Man, nah, just buy clothes that fit. They have a kids section for people like you. Sorry.
He didn't deserve to be tore down, but I'm glad she brought attention to that empty briefcase that he was carrying. He came on an online dating show with a briefcase. Why, sir? Why was it necessary?
I think I know why he had that briefcase. Maybe
his clothes was in it.
That's his overnight bag. I'm sorry.
That brings me to my next point. The lady that he ended up choosing, beautiful woman.
She was.
She asked him, do you have your own place?
You got your own space out here too?
Hell yeah, I do
Okay,
my
say
own
less
thing.
then.
I said I was a provider when I first walked up. I like to take care of the women that's in my life. That's just something I like to do.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
They didn't even make it to the first date. It all came out backstage.
I'm saying the answers to win.
She didn't have to expose the fact that he lived with Gam.
This man was clearly looking for clout because he was asking her to be in a social media relationship.
Sorry, I'm going to say I think he was looking for love only for the simple fact that he had a briefcase with nothing in it.
Yeah, he was looking for a place to lay his head.
Hey.
And clout.
If he in survival mode, that man looking for love. He needs you to love him until he get on his feet.
And then he's going to move on to the next.
Most likely. But, moving on. Adonna, the one that was actually half decent looking. She had her wig twisted just right. Usually they don't get that part right. But she actually was well put together, well spoken. But she was a bitch. She was a bitch.
I think the thing that bothered me about Adonna is that she tried to give the perception of being a very coy, calm woman. She tried to be very soft-spoken while she was shooting jabs at people.
He seemed very tired. And I was thinking like an extra in Friday. Like your timepiece doesn't work. It's like there for decoration. Like, I don't know if you're like high. Are you on something right now? Like, I feel like you're up to something.
Meanwhile, this chick on the verge of going to jail. How you telling people they look like criminals and you facing extortion charges?
She didn't say criminal. She said
he seems volatile, dangerous. Like if I were to say like I'm not interested or something, he might accost me.
She knew he didn't know what that meant.
She did. She did. So while you're trying to convince everybody that these guys are up to shady work, you yourself are facing extortion charges from some ex-baseball player.
Exactly. You're the only shady one here.
You have 3 hots in the cot to look forward to. I wish you the very best.
Well, Dr. Elam, he's well known in these YouTube streets because he's been on Pop the Balloon on a few different occasions. And that, my friend, is the perfect example of someone looking for clout. He is not looking for a partner. He's not looking for the love of his life.
In this case, I'll have to side with you. I do, in fact, think Mr. Elam was definitely looking for clout. Boy, you done matched with somebody, came back looking for somebody else. You know me already?
He wasn't wasn't even looking for somebody the second time around. He came there with an agenda.
He's back. Who's your dentist? Oh, I know. I'm not your dentist.
Yeah.
It sounds like self-love is something that's challenging for you, but your ego won't allow you to take responsibility for your lack.
He did drop a gem on him, though.
Do you think you're the prize?
I know I'm the prize.
You're the prize to the men you don't want. When you get a man that you actually want, please believe me, we're the prize.
Ladies, I'm sure if you look at the dudes who chasing your ass and you don't want their ass back, they would definitely say you the prize. But there's one man that you want that just don't want your ass. So what does that mean? You're not the prize to him. So, sorry.
I actually agree with some of the things he said at the beginning about the fact that the most important thing is giving that man respect. I 100% agree.
Yeah, more than love, we want that respect.
The problem was is that he went there to try to educate and basically try to shit on some of these women.
I mean, the lineup wasn't that great, I'm not gonna lie.
He's antagonizing these women though.
He did, so I think it's safe to say that Mr. Elon was definitely there for clout. So, what y'all think? Put it down in the comments below. Next up, we got this woman with 5 bambinos. Got the nerve to be on a dating show. You know, if you put that in your bio, you know how many inboxes you was gonna get with that bullshit. I'm sorry. There's somebody for everybody.
Exactly.
But you really gonna have to scour the earth to find that one.
I do think she was actually looking for love.
I think she was looking for love too. And I'm sorry that she didn't find it. But she came close.
How do you feel about kids?
I have a son.
Okay. Okay.
Do you have kids?
Yes.
How many?
5.
Jesus Christ.
Just self-eliminate.
So you saying that she's still single because
She got 5 kids.
I do think there's somebody for everybody, and I'm hoping that you find the man for you. You're gonna have to find somebody that also has a bunch of kids, and y'all could be the Brady Bunch.
Man, with a bunch of kids, you need a bunch of money. That is crazy. If you don't go back to the man who wanted your ass, go back to your baby father. Fucking crazy.
Something happened that caused her to leave. Or maybe
This
he
show
left
happened.
her.
That's enough to cause you to go back and get his ass.
This man that's from the ghetto of New Orleans.
Oh man, I almost forgot about this.
He was another person that I felt like had ulterior motives. He was looking for an opportunity to try to put women in their place and tell them why they're still single. Meanwhile, he's single himself.
I ain't gonna lie, I think he may have had an agenda, but I'm not gonna say he was necessarily looking for clout, but he definitely was prepared.
How old are you?
34.
How many kids you got?
I got 3.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
Something wrong with you.
Yes.
Okay, how many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
Your first one is given. Your second one, the mistake is on you. You don't want any more?
Not at all. I
You
have
can't have any more. You
No, I'm
choose
choosing-
not
I
to
choose
have.
not.
So you're a follower. Well, there's 4 billion women on the planet. So why would I pick you if you have multiple baby daddies?
I just think he was like, nah, they ain't about to play with me, knowing they got all these kids. How many kids you got? Yeah, I thought so. How many kids you got? Like, he was on that
But
type of time.
it doesn't matter what questions you have for this woman. She has already popped her balloon. She's not interested, sir. It comes across like you are having a hard time dealing with rejection, and that's the reason why you felt the need to
tell them that they didn't qualify for the man that they want.
When it comes to a man of top tier, if you have multiple from a different man, that disqualifies yourself.
If he was really a top tier man, he wouldn't have to announce that to everybody.
But the only reason why I couldn't defend this brother was, I don't know what was up with that hand. Like, you super spicy. Every time you feel like you about to do that, put your hand in your pocket.
He was not listening to the women.
What do you do? I'm a TikTok creator manager.
10 seconds later.
What do you do?
I'm a TikTok creator manager.
TikTok creator manager? For what company? Or is it for yourself?
TikTok.
Dumbass. For real.
He said in the very beginning that he did not have any deal breakers. He proceeded to point out every deal breaker that these women had. And then when the woman called him out on it, he got upset saying that she was judging him. But he's been judging all of these women. You're a hypocrite, sir. And that's the reason why you're still single.
The brokey. I ain't never seen a woman sound so desperate for a bag in all my life.
Right, and what do you look for in a man?
A provider.
What do you like to do for fun?
Go out. I like to go on dates. Are you guys providers? Do you guys like to provide?
Can't tell me. She has one agenda. Why she said, do you like to provide? Like, this is like a hobby. Bruh.
The fact that you have to ask, do you like to provide? Ma'am.
You're not gonna find a trick that way. You're too open and honest with your shit. You ain't even smooth.
And the fact that she sat up there, they asked, what do you like to do for fun? She said she liked to go on dates.
You're not even a good conversationalist.
Exactly.
I said these younger women are looking to get paid, and the younger guys are looking to get laid. She's a perfect example of that. She's not looking for clout. She's just looking for the bag. And she left without it, amen? Next up, we got this chick. Apparently, she cannot think for herself.
Now, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I just felt like sticking to the code. You know, I didn't have no problem with the law enforcement and whatnot, but I don't know, just feel like I should be sticking to a code.
What do you mean by sticking to the code?
Just, that's honestly, like, you know, I just felt like everybody kind of reminded me and whatnot. So yeah.
Sorry, I'm a little confused. Reminded you of what?
No, because you know, I'm just mentioning about him being in law enforcement, and so I just felt, although I don't see it as a problem, there's always been a history behind it. So I just would just follow that.
Unfortunately, the group of women standing to the left of her clouded her judgment.
My first thought was, this is exactly what Vaughn be talking about with these group thinkers.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
I hated every moment of it, and I had to turn the episode off.
This is the bulk of them. They talking to their homegirls. What you think I should do? Whatever the f you want to do, idiot. Why do you need a group of people to tell you how to move in life? Like,
the problem is that if you continue to maneuver that way, your friends are going to keep you single,
and you'll get the man that they want you to have, and you won't be happy. The moment you've all been waiting for. Turtle.
This man was combative from the very beginning. He sounded ridiculous. As soon as he opened his mouth to talk, I was like, oh, unattractive. As soon as those girls started popping the balloons, his true self was revealed.
Yes, the feeling is definitely mutual. Thank you. You did me a favor. But thank you. You did me a favor as well. I'm looking at the hair on your arms. Well, you're not qualified. Okay. But one thing about me, I could pull 100,000 on the bank. Can you do the same?
I'm not gonna lie. I think he was truly there for love, though. I do think he was there for love, but I also think that he was not going to allow himself to be played with.
Let me say this. I understand 100% why this man was single.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. My man had the creepiest look I've ever seen.
It was clear that he also could not handle rejection, because there was no need for him to go that extra mile. You did me a favor.
10 seconds later.
Shorty, with them sandbags, you know who you are, Slim. Why did you do that? Why did
she do what?
Of all people, bring attention to your breast
How did
area.
she do that?
So you looking at the tattoo?
My eyes are up here, baby. Are you looking at the tattoo?
No, I'm looking at the hair on your arms.
Slim, he gave you grace talking about the hair on your arms. But them sandbags you had hanging by your hips, man.
Yours look like them old orangutan titties.
You could have just said no, not interested, and none of this heat would have came to you. You think I'm looking at particular body parts? Hair on your arms? No, man.
He couldn't handle the rejection, and so that's what he resorted to.
I ain't gonna lie.
After the show, all of these truths came out about him. Allegedly put sugar in his ex's gas tank. He put a tracking device in her car.
Allegedly.
No, that wasn't alleged. He admitted to that.
Damn.
He was accusing her constantly of cheating.
Bruh, you walking around looking like Baby Hawk, and you accusing the bitch of cheating?
Talking about how he had $100,000 in a bank account, but meanwhile you got a GoFundMe account. He's going to remain single until he gets his emotions in check.
Nah, brother, you gonna remain single until you stop doing that creepy ass look. Bro, you gonna get your ass locked up for reckless eyeballing it. Maybe I'm wrong though. Put it in the comments, man. What y'all think? This has been another episode of Thorns and Roses. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. And we are out.